Welcome to Classic Value Investors. My name is Mariusz Konieczny, and all I can say, Euronav. Euronav. Did I clap? Euronav. 3 times. Euronav came to the market, 3rd time to buy back shares. Why? Because the shares are overvalued. Tanker companies love to buy shares when they're overvalued. Yeah, I know the tanker bears are really not liking it right now, right? A company is coming in and buying back shares. I mean, all I can do is applaud them, because over the years, I've heard many CEOs just doing a bunch of talking and not a lot of walking. And Euronav comes in and says to the market, you know what? Fine. You don't respect our shares? We'll just buy them back. It's like when I did the Mr. Market video. Mr. Market knocks on your door every day. The tanker rates are bad. The vaccine is not going to be developed. The virus is going to mutate. Electric cars are going to take over. Euronav, it's like Euronav is taking in the Mr. Market. Yes, we understand. Well, we can buy your shares, but in case with Euronav, they're not even spending if you're a shareholder, you have to spend your money to buy back shares from very depressed Mr. Market. Euronav is saying, you know what? We'll take the money from the business that we mutually own, and we'll give you the money that the business generate to get your shares. Okay? That's what is happening right now. That's what buybacks do. You don't even have to come up with new shares. If you own shares of Euronav, you just became more of an owner in the company by Euronav doing this. And I know some of you would like to see other tanker companies do the same. Well, the problem is some other tanker companies can't do that yet. Like TK or Scorpio, they can't do that yet because they are in the process of deleveraging. But I can totally see TK down the road. When they are happy with the level that their leverage is at, I can totally see them coming into the market and buying shares just like Euronav did. I can totally see that. DHT, as you know, is already doing it. They did that in prior quarter. They bought a little bit of shares, they paid some in dividends. But I'm hearing that investors want more of buybacks for obvious reasons. When it comes to something like Frontline, yes, I know some of you are wish that they would also do that. A part of me says, yes, I would also wish that, but I don't know if it's going to happen, because the billionaire owns about 40% of Frontline, and if you think about it from his point of view, how can he get money out of this company? Well, most likely it's just through dividends. So he probably wants dividends. And if he did the buyback, yes, he would own more percentage of Frontline, but then if he wanted to get the money out, he'd have to sell those shares, and people would be panicking that the insider is selling shares and all sorts of things. So maybe for Frontline, maybe it's not going to happen, or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But for me personally, getting dividends from Frontline at this point right now, I'm not complaining, because remember I told you in a previous video to write this book, or in the description of this book. What I did is I went through like 5,000 companies on NASDAQ, TSX Venture, and OTC. And I made a list of like 200 to 300 companies. And I went through the list yesterday, and I'm like, oh my God, there are so many fucking opportunities out there. There are 3, 4, 5 beggars, some even 10 beggars from now. So yeah, I don't mind getting that dividend, because that dividend right now is worth to me so much more than when there's no crisis. One note that I want to say to some of the tanker bears that have been bombarding me with comments and negative articles and pictures, right? Yeah, I got a picture I got this picture of a tank that I'm a tanker cheerleader. So yeah, I'm proud to be a tanker cheerleader, because I like to buy things when others don't like to buy them, and I like to buy things when they're cheap. I don't really like to buy things when they're expensive. So if that makes me a tanker cheerleader, then hey, I'm happy to be a tanker cheerleader. But if you want to send me a picture of a cheerleader, have some fucking respect. Send me a picture like this. not a picture like this. Okay? Then I'll understand you mean business. Okay, in conclusion, I will continue covering tankers. I continue liking them. I applaud Euronav CEO for doing what they just did. Hopefully that continues. Thanks for watching.